Hi guys, welcome to my next video. This next one is about calf health, and we know in triathlon one of the highest injury rates comes from lower limbs. So I'm going to give you a few techniques that coaches, parents and even athletes can use, and you don't have to be a trained physio to do this stuff. This is very simple stuff. I've been using this stuff for many years, and I'm not a trained physio. I've done sports massage, I've done sports therapy. However, this is just simple techniques to keep you healthy, either as an athlete or for parents to keep their children healthy, and for coaches to keep your athletes healthy and continuously running on within triathlon. So one of the key areas or key tips I'd like to give you is that, number one, try and do as much of your running as you can on soft surfaces or on treadmills. And I'm talking maybe 80% of your running, and maybe once a week you do a track session, which is a hard surface, but outside of that, try and keep everything as much as possible to soft surfaces. And what else? I suppose one of the key things is you stay healthy and you're going to stay consistent, and that's when you're going to start improving your triathlon times or your running times. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoy the video.
Take a pew. Okay, so what we've got here is the athlete's done a warm-up, calves a little bit tight. So all I'm going to do is, we've got two major muscle groups in the calf. So you've got gastroc, which is on the top, and you've got soleus running underneath. And it's normally soleus that's the problem. So all I'm going to do, left or right, sorry? Left. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to try and release her soleus. So all I do is squeeze soleus, pull your toes down, and she pulls the toes down. And we're just going to do that all the way up soleus. And again, doesn't need to cause pain. I'm just squeezing nice, not causing discomfort. It's going to be a little bit tight. And we're just looking to release the calf. And again, that's it. And again, the tissue, the muscle tissue needs to be pliable. This is an elite athlete. The muscles on the whole are nice, but there's just a little bit of tension up through here. So we're just going to press onto where the tension is, pull again, and relax. Just look for, use your fingers, pull again. Use your fingers just to find like harder bits of tissue that needs to be sort of relaxed or softened off. So you can feel a little bit in here, pull again. Again, when you do come across the harder bits, just be a bit more subtle, a bit softer, and relax. And again. And relax. Just keep on playing around until everything's relaxed off. Pull again. Now, what we'll find is sometimes an athlete's going to be running and they're going to get quite a sharp pain. That is normally a muscle tear, okay? In this situation, she's just come across, the calf's a little bit tight, but so we can get this session done, I'm going to release this as her coach so she can finish the session, okay? If it was a torn muscle, the pain would be much sharper and much more precise. Pull again. And relax. And again. And relax. And a little bit tight in here, and again. Okay, and relax. Okay, fine, try that, Jill, see how that feels. Just have a little hop on it. How's that feel? Okay, and so we might have to do a little bit more of that, but for now, she's going to be able to get the session started. We're not going to miss a session, which for athletes, and especially elite athletes, that's a real mind mess up. So we're going to get her to finish the session today, and then maybe she'll see the physio, or maybe she'll just get a sports massage. Okay, guys, so we'll go on to the next bit. The next bit's going to be about self massage or self release on the calves. Thanks, guys. Okay, so carrying on from what we were doing on the track, this is basically for the athlete to do some self-release on their calves. So again, we're just going to look at soleus mostly, so that underneath muscle, and a little bit of work on gastroc as well. So we'll just bring the camera in a little bit closer so you can see the actual technique going on. Okay, so the first thing, what we're going to look to do is, again, like I said on the track, the tissue needs to be pliable. It needs to be quite soft, and if you find I don't know, like soleus is quite tough, quite hard, quite rigid, or even gastroc is quite hard, you know that it needs releasing. So we're here, we're just about to go out for a run, and all we need to do is just grab hold of the muscle, pull it a little bit up, and then pull your toes to your nose. Again, hold, doesn't need to cause pain, pull your toes to the nose. Again, hold, pull toes to the nose. And you're just going to do this all the way up. And I'm pushing on the other side of gastroc as well. So both sides are being pushed in at the same time. Press, hold, lift toes. Press, hold, lift toes. Press, hold, lift toes. And that's going to give you a nice little release on gastric, okay? Or gastrocnemius. I mean, soleus, sorry, getting mixed up. Now, gastroc, what you can do if you've got tight tissue in gastroc, you can just hold the tissue and again, just pull up. Hold the tissue, pull up. Hold the tissue, pull up. And that's going to give you enough release to keep the calves healthy, keep the muscle in good working order. Okay? Okay, the next little part of our calf health, if you like. A number of times I've tried to train for Ironman when my volume of training has got to its maximum. I've had real problems in the past years with my calves just becoming really painful, as if it feels like I've pulled a muscle, but I know I haven't pulled a muscle because I can do calf raises and the tissue, and I can do that kind of exercise, or I can run like a sprint for a few meters or whatever else. So I know the muscle hasn't been pulled. So I've been to a lot of physios and even doctors. I've had scans on my calves and lots of different things, and nobody could tell me what was wrong with my calves. Then I started to bring a stretch into my training repertoire, if you like, and what I was looking to do was down by your sort of in between your shoulder blades, your thoracic vertebrae. We are a lot of the time swimming and using our muscles in the front of the body, or we're on our bikes in our time trial position with a curved back, and then we're asking our body to stand up tall and run. So what I found was that thoracic vertebrae, that sort of middle upper back vertebrae, were just getting really tight. And that was putting a block on the nerve channels coming down through my spine and down into my legs. And that was what was causing the tightness and the pain in my calves. So now, with this stretch that I'm going to show you, this really releases your lats, and it releases your... when you do it, and you just hold it for about a minute or so, you're going to feel like your diaphragm opens up and you can breathe a little bit deeper. It really opens up and allows you to breathe better. So this is all we're going to do. So cameraman, if you just follow me in, you place your hands on the wall above your head and hands quite close together. You stick your bum out and you push down through your chest. And it's nice and gentle. And all I'm doing is pushing down through my chest, through my sort of solar plexus area. And then what you can do is you can push your hands up and push your heels down into the ground for about 4, 6, 8 seconds, something like that. Then you release and allow your chest to fall a little bit deeper. Nice deep breathing the whole time, nice and relaxed. And again, push your heels down, push the heel of the hands and your hands into the wall. And then relax again. And you're going to hold that for about a minute or so. Bring this stretch. It doesn't matter if you've got tight calves or you don't. You want that stretch in for your swimming and to keep your front body open, if you like. So even in swimming, if you find that you find it difficult to keep that hand on top of the water on extension, it's coming in quite low, or what I often see is people can't actually straighten their arm, this stretch is going to help you really become much more flexible through that upper body, and that will really help your swimming. But for me, I've just done an Ironman a couple of weeks ago, managed to qualify for Kona, but I wouldn't have been able to do that in the past because the volume of training, once it got hard or high, I would have to stop or back off on my running. Hope that helps, guys.